Hello everyone, welcome to our second flip classroom. In the first class, we have learned the basic language structure of a problem solution task. Today, we are going to focus more on the problem session. Do you still remember the basic content in this session? So, let's have a quick review first. So, in the problem sessions, we have the key linguistic features. So we know we have to write a problem, explanation, and result, right? So those are the linguistic features of the cause effect. So we can use this in our own independent writing part, and you can use that later. And now we are going to see a new topic. You have 10 seconds to read this topic. It is about overpopulation of the urban areas, and we need to identify the problems. And we can see the task requirements. We need to identify one or two serious ones and suggest the ways that governments and individuals can tackle these problems. But in our today's class, we do not focus on the solution session, so we only focus on the problem sessions. Okay, so now we are going to do a activity. In this activity, we only focus on the problem sessions, so we need to figure out what kind of problems that the overpopulation would cause in the urban areas. Okay, let's think about it. So, later I will give you a topic sentence, so you don't have to worry about what kind of problems it would have. So I will give you a hint. So I provide a topic sentence. I mean the problems. I provide the problems for you, but I just write the problems in Chinese. So the first thing you need to do is that translate that into English. So you have to translate in the first stage, and then you need to extend ideas based on my topic sentence. So you need to give a explanation based on the problem, and you have to think about a specific results based on your explanation. Okay, the first problem is 过多的人口会导致住房问题. So I mean the overpopulation. I just linked the overpopulation, this problem linked to the housing problem. So the topic sentence, you may translate that from Chinese into English like the overpopulation would lead to housing problem or would result in housing problem, like this. So you can just translate in the way whatever you want and use the expressions we mentioned in the last few minutes, and then you have to explain that problem, the housing problem, I mean. So what kind of the specific housing problems in this part, and based on your explanation you need to give me a specific result. So what will this cause on the individual or society? For example, I can see the housing problem. So what specific housing problem is like the price, I mean the price in the city could be too high to afford for most young people. So the cause would be the young people cannot afford the housing price, so they do not afford that, and they have to migrate back to the rural areas, or they have to rent the houses, like this, whatever. So just based on your concept of the housing problem, and you give me a specific explanation and result. And this is the first problem. And the second one goes to 过多的人口会导致社会问题. So I mean the overpopulation would cause some social security problem. So how can we link the overpopulation to the security problem? You need to explain after the topic sentence. So what kind of sorry, I had some mistake about not housing problem, just like the security problem. Yeah, sorry for that. Just like some specific security problem, and you need to give me a specific result on what kind of individual society has. Just like increasing the juvenile delinquency rate, or other like the shoplifting rate, like this. Whatever, just extend your ideas based on your experience. So When we finish these two writing parts, without my help, without the given topic sentence by the teacher, so now you have to do a independent writing. So we also need to finish the problem session. And the topic is about nowadays more and more older people who are looking for work have to compete with the younger people for the same job. So this is about a competition among the job markets between the young people and old people, right? So this is the homework. When you finish that, you need to bring your homework back to the classroom, and we have to discuss your homework in with other students. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. This is the old content for the second flip classroom.